also the Trump and Laura Loomer affair.
Oh yeah, I did see that.
Yeah. What do you think?
Well, I don't know any details about her. I haven't gone into deep dive, but I did see that someone said was it you who sent it to me that like Laura Loomer, she did an ad for dog food that was edible for humans?
Yeah. So for those who don't know, Laura Loomer was like tricked by someone on Twitter. Sorry, X. Not to dead name.
Thank you.
And someone convinced Laura Loomer that they were from like an accredited dog food company, but that it was also dog food that could be eaten by humans. So she paid her like $100 to eat the food.
Only $100?
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Only $100.
Okay,
yeah.
that hurts to hear.
I mean, much like Donald Trump, she's a broke bitch.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm shocked, by the way, during the debate.
I feel so bad for her.
Do you? She's one of the worst people in the world.
She ate dog food for $100.
I know. She's up there with like libs of TikTok as like one of the worst people in the world.
Oh, really?
She's like a right-wing grifter, like horrific.
Grifter? She ate dog food for $100.
Yeah. She's a bad grifter. I didn't say she was a good grifter.
Yeah, mogul. Oh, 100? That's my...
That's like saying I'm a grifter when a comedy show pays me in like drink tickets.
Yeah, I kind of run shit. A bringer. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's exactly.
The comedy club told me I could bring 4 of my friends and that they'd have to pay $25 each to see
Sorry
the show.
for crushing a little too close to the sun.
Bitcoin, call me. That's not how Bitcoin works. They don't call you. Is it? Bitcoin. Hello.
Hi, it's Bitcoin.
Hey, it's Bitcoin. I know
You
we
up?
haven't- Bitcoin, please. I can't. I'm married.
But we had a night of passion. It's me, Bitcoin.
You're crashing. The market for you is over.
Fucking talk to me. You never talk to me anymore.
I can't. You're out.
Your child misses you. A little half coin.
Bitcoin, you're not supposed to talk about that. I always swore I would never tell anyone I had a half coin child.
I lost relationships because I joined a mixed coin union. I'm a coin, you're Jewish.
There's laws and that's why no one can ever know about this. Do you know the stereotypes that come out?
I don't care about the stereotypes. I care about us.
I do. This is an antiquated stereotype from the Holocaust. Need I remind you? Need I remind you?
It's also an antiquated stereotype how you just left me with nothing. But here we are.
It's actually not an antiquated stereotype. I did that. I'm a gay Jew. It's very rare that we leave people.
And I'm so happy for you.
Okay, can you put the kid on the phone, please?
Okay. Dada.
Hey, Coiny. Mommy misses
Coin
you.
miss mommy.
Okay, we talked about this. You're gonna learn to speak people words, right?
What? People word? No, coin word for coin, baby. Talk coin with me, mama.
We're gonna enroll you in people school, and you can't.
Roll? I can do that. Coin, coin, coin.
You can't say coin, coin. You can't go up to people and go ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. I know you love doing that.
But it's so fun.
Coin baby, listen. Mommy loves you, and if I never see you again, I want you to know something.
What?
I want you to know
Coin what?
that I will never spend you. You will always be in a jar.
Coin cry.
Coin, please don't cry. Coin, no, don't cry. Coin. Coin, please don't cry. I'm sorry. Mommy's sorry for everything. Just stay in your jar, okay? Don't go outside your jar. Little Coiny. Give Mama a ching ching ching.
Anything for you, mama.
Okay, enough. Your coin parent can't know about this. she wants you to hate me. But I know the truth. I know you love human mommy.
I do. I love human mommy so much.
'Cause
Teach me human ways, Coin.
the thing about humans, we never crash. Yeah, we're not a market. Okay, we never crash. We are always a valued asset.
I've seen you after 2 espressos. You crash, Mom.
Hey, what do we say about sassing mommy?
Do?
Yeah, no, that's what your other mommy said. They said sass human mommy.
Oh.
That's
Coin mommy like that.
coin mommy. Coin mommy is coin mommy is not who she says she is.
And scene. Stay tuned for the next episode of Coin
Mommy. Welcome to Coin Mommy. Two nosy meerkats.
Wow.
Wow.
That was incredible.
You know, I think we should do more of those.
I think we
the
should.
world needs to know how Coin Mommy ends.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is honestly an HBO drama. It really can and should be.
I know. Jesse Armstrong needs to get in here. The creator of Succession.
Oh.
If you weren't
I still
weren't
haven't seen
familiar.
Succession.
You have to see Succession. It's so good. It's so good.
I know it is. Everyone tells me it is. Mitchell Lippett tells me it is.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
If there's anyone you can trust to talk about Succession,
is it
it's
Mitchell?
Brooklyn comedian
It's
Mitchell Lippett.
Brooklyn comedian. Follow Mitchell Lippett.
Lovely guy.
Succession is a great show, but I guess you want to watch your elves play on whatever show that is. Game of Thrones, House of Dragon. Aren't there elves on that show?
Actually, you know what's crazy? You named the only 2 fantasy shows that have no elves.
No elves. Well,
Legit, the Game of Thrones world has no elves.
that's kind of racist.
How is it racist? I think it's more inclusive. They just have black people.
Well, that's crazy. 'Cause like how? Okay, hear me out. Wait, what year was this? What year is Game of Thrones and House of the Dragon set in?
Well, it's in a fictional universe, and it's sort of
Oh,
like
then that's fine. Listen, I am for black representation on TV.
except in reality.
No. It would be funny to me if they were like, okay, so this is reminding me of.
You'll come up with a save soon.
No, I won't. I've dug myself too deep. But someone I know. Oh no, I can't tell this story.
Oh no. Someone you don't know?
Let's just say
Okay.
I've known people in the past who have written like pilots and stuff where they've written like race blind versions of history.
Oh.
And the writers are always white.
Yeah.
And it'll be
That sounds right.
It'll be stuff like, for example, like
We love doing colorblind casting. White people love doing colorblind casting.
yeah, it'll be like you know, how do I explain it? Like who's like a famous family from the
Oh, from olden times?
from olden times, yeah.
A famous family?
Yeah, like
I don't know, the Medicis maybe?
yeah, it'll be like the Medicis are black. Enjoy. And I'm like, what? This is so not how it works. This is
Medea is.
Tyler Perry's Medea in the Medici.
Tyler Perry's Medici.
I've lately been talking about on stage how I really like loved when I was 12 years old the play Medea. Mm-hmm. But I think people confuse that sometimes with Tyler Perry's
That would
Medea.
be a great thing for Medea to do.
Yeah, Medea's Medea.
Medea's Medea would actually be so
That would
good.
actually be amazing. Yeah, I would watch the shit out of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also,
What else do you want to see Medea do?
Medea's Antigone.
Okay. All of the Greek plays would be awesome as Medea.
Yeah, a couple Shakespeare plays. Much Ado About Medea. Mm-hmm. Medea Macbeth.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. No, you can do the dialogue from it. No, you can do it.
I'm trying to remember. Is this a dagger I see before me? That's pretty good. You gotta admit, that's pretty good. Hello? Yeah, that's the big Medea thing is hello.
Oh yeah, she
Yeah.
does that. I haven't seen a Medea movie in a long time, but I remember when there was a girl. This is kind of sad actually, but there was a girl from the summer camp I used to go to who died at a very young age, and she was a friend of my sister's, and I knew her too. And we were on a family vacation when this happened. We were all like very sad, and I remember the thing that made us like feel better that night was we watched Medea, and we had like a lot of fun watching it. It was honestly like the movie that made me feel better about like an inexplicable thing of grief that happened.
I think I totally see that. I
Yeah.
totally see Medea as being just like a perfect thing to just make you feel nice about life again.
Tyler Perry, that guy's great.
I actually
think.
I don't know how much I can chime in because on one hand I know he's like he's created a studio where he hires a lot of black people. He's trying to create generational wealth
Yeah.
within the entertainment industry, which is wonderful. He also protected Prince Harry and Meghan.
Meghan Markle.
He's done a lot of awesome things, but I've also heard specifically black people talk about ways in which he's been detrimental. And so I feel hesitant to be like, yes, he's a stamp awesome.
Yeah, for one, a black guy named Tyler. That's crazy. It's very detrimental to the community. Tyler, grow up.
I know at least one other black Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tyler Berry. Tyler Perry's twin. I'm sure there are black Tylers. I'm talking completely out of my ass. I always do this. This is why I'll never be loved.
You're gonna have so many black Tylers in the comments going, what the fuck?
Black Tylers, if you're listening, I love you. And you're valid. And I accept you on your journey.
This feels like when J.K. Rowling is like, I love trans people.
Does she ever say? Oh yeah, she says it about her thing is she thinks trans men are fine because she thinks they're women who like went on the wrong path, and she wants to protect women. That's what she means.
Oh, so like
Yeah.
keeping the circle that is woman as like tight as possible.
Yeah, she's like
I see.
like trans men are fine because like we love women, but trans women are men who are like sneaking around the bathrooms. That's what she
Right.
thinks is the case. Yeah.
Do you think that this is like tied into maybe a belief that men don't have as deep emotional selves?
No, it's like a pure fear response. It's like I don't.
But do
wanna
you think it's maybe like supported by this assumption that we have in society that men don't have as many emotions? Do you think it's maybe like it's like an assumption that you have a specific worldview that you have that's wrong, but it may be pushed into you actually acting on it because of this other thing? Maybe a little bit. It's just an
like,
idea.
What do you mean? Like explain for like what is the view in your mind that like I guess people do say that people are like men don't have emotional capacity kind of
Yeah.
thing. I don't know because I think that like she just thinks like people with male bodies inherently are like predators or like
Exactly.
want to be predators. Yeah. I mean, we saw a play about it at the Fringe. We saw Turf.
Yes. Let's talk about that.
Let's talk about Turf. Okay,
and then Fringe in general, but let's talk about
Oh yeah,
Turf.
we haven't really done like a Fringe
Yeah, we haven't really done a recap
yeah,
of our time.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, let's start with Turf.
No, the coin thing was really important. We really need.
No, we really covered a lot of
we
ground
need
there.
to
We
do the
really
coin
did.
thing.
Yeah. No, but Turf. So for those who don't know, it was a play about a fictionalized confrontation between the three main actors of Harry Potter and J.K. Rowling. Mm-hmm. And it was not good.
I didn't hate it as much as you did, but I thought it was incomplete. And I think what's really cool about the Fringe, I mean, Lucas and I went and saw a bunch of theater, and I think what's cool about the Fringe is that you set a date and you set like a venue, and then they're like, okay, you have to put something up during this time.
Yep.
Something. And so whatever you have, even if it's kind of incomplete, you have to create something that resembles a show. And I think that so Turf was about like it was a fictional reenactment of a reunion between the three main actors from Harry Potter, Rupert Grint, Daniel Radcliffe, and Emma Watson, and J.K. Rowling, where they were gonna like confront her about her transphobic tweets.
Yeah.
And then it also dives into these flashbacks from Miss Joanne's life and like
Yeah,
these-
her previous marriage to an abusive dude, who I liked.
that was Lucas's. Lucas was seen yelling "Hell yeah, brother" every time he.
But
did
in
something
Portuguese, because he is
abusive. Yeah.
Portuguese.
Yes,
because
and
I
that
was
very
deep into
important.
the J.K. Rowling lore when I was a deep state Harry Potter kid.
You actually learned Portuguese just for that. You went on Duolingo.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
see,
thank goodness. Say something in Portuguese. Joanne.
Peri chicken.
Oh yeah, that is Portuguese.
Yeah, it is
Yeah,
Portuguese.
we went to Nando's a lot too.
Oh, we
That's
did.
Another great thing.
Great institution, great franchise.
Good chicken.
Yeah,
Good sauce.
but yeah, the play it had so much potential.
Yes.
I just don't think they I don't think they really yes-anded what those people would actually do in the situations that they were put in. I think that they just sort of like packed in as many subject matters to hit as they wanted and them pushing that to be in. It felt like them cramming stuff in a room instead of like planting a seed and watching it grow. Does
Yeah.
that make yeah.
Yeah, well, it was like they were tackling a lot of subject matter. They were tackling each actor's relationship with Joanne Rowling because it was about how like she was this sort of like aunt figure
Yeah.
to them. Because they were like raised as young kids, you know.
But
on
I
these
think she
movie
also sort of
sets.
treated them a little bit like her kids.
Yes.
And that was a way kind of controlling them.
Yes. So in it, like Daniel Radcliffe is shown as this sort of like man child with like OCD, and he's sober now. He used to have a drinking problem. Rupert Grint is sort of this like shy person who has a newborn baby, and then Emma Watson doesn't have kids and is shown as this sort of like numbers and statistics impassioned and
Do you think that
influenced
Emma Watson
person.
was watching it? Like, well, they nailed that.
Yeah, I do think so, actually. I think she's very much. I mean, she's like a UN rep or something.
I know, yeah.
The woman's a genius. So they were
Damn.
tackling, like, sort of how the kids felt about her now as
Yeah.
adults. How, like, they were trying to confront her for these things that she'd said, but they still had a little bit of reverence to her. And I think that was the part that I liked. I liked that relationship because that feels very real. It feels real, the idea of confronting like a friend or family member who you love and being like,
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
why do you hold these kind of heinous beliefs, and like approaching those people with sort of compassion but also confusion. But then also the way that they kept going back to other moments in J.K. Rowling's life, it almost felt like they were like justifying things that she'd done. But I don't know that it ever went as far as to justify her transphobia. I think the overall thesis was like, Joanne is a person who let like her absolute fear of everything like win and overtake her. But I don't think they ever meaningfully connected enough the obsession with trans people to anything in her orbit. I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense. I don't know if that it.
No,
Yeah.
I don't think that was conveyed as. I don't remember that being a huge bit of it, because she just does have this weird obsession,
Yeah.
and that is the most interesting part about the issue at all. Yeah,
I think
would say so.
the crux of her fear is she believes there are like secret men who are out to get people, and she's always been terrified of men, and like I think
imagine looking around and be like, someone unexpected here is a man.
that is literally what transvestigators do. Do you know about transvestigators?
No.
Oh my God, Lucas. Transvestigators are the craziest people on the planet. There are these people, they go online and they like look at celebrities and they're like, okay, Brad Pitt has like wide birthing hips. So that means Brad Pitt is secretly a woman. And they like investigate these people and like what their secret genders are.
I thought you meant like people that will be like, oh, that person's gonna transition.
No.
I thought it's these people like
These people think that like people are trans right now and are
Whoa.
like hiding it. Yeah.
oh my god.
because they live in this like.
Are they ever right?
We find out later Brad Pitt is a woman or was a woman, transitioned. It's like a horrible other form of transphobia, but it's also this like crazy obsession.
Yeah, no, that's insane.
But that's what she does too. She's also Joanne. Miss
who is
Queen.
she accusing?
I mean, she accused what's her face, the that girl at the Olympics, who it turned out was like a cis woman, and everyone
Right.
was like saying,
Oh,
yeah.
that's
Yeah.
that insane. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like back to the play, like a big thesis of the play was like fear. They brought up a lot that she lives in like a castle with a moat around it on a hill so that like no one can get in. She brings up that she like operates in her life out of complete fear, and then there's a big monologue at the end where Emma Watson says something like I was like laying with my husband recently, and for some reason I just like got this instinct to like run away, but you have to fight it. Like in life you have to fight fear. And J.K. Rowling's just like, no, you don't. Like fear is inherent, and that sort of becomes the thesis.
Wait, who said that you have to run away, or do you have to fight it?
Emma Watson is like talking about a time she's like cuddling with her husband, and then she like randomly becomes afraid of him for no reason, but he's a great guy, and so she looks at him and she realizes like this fear is a lie. This fear I have of him that like came upon me suddenly is a lie, and I have to fight that fear in order to live my life.
Oh, so what you're saying is for Joanne,
Yeah,
if I may,
if you may.
yeah, is that she interprets her intrusive thoughts as herself,
As her reality.
right? So
Yeah.
any intrusive thought is how she's like, that's the truth.
Yes.
Okay, well that's not good.
Just gonna go on a limb.
I have
That's
so
that.
many intrusive thoughts. If I believed all of them, I would not be the picture of health that you see before you.
This guy, health and wellness.
Yeah.
Name them.
Oh, all of my intrusive thoughts?
Yes.
Oh God.
Steve, Bob.
Steve.
Give them names.
Steve, Bob,
Marley.
Geraldo Rivera.
Ooh, one of them's.
I love the name Geraldo. Every now and again, if I have to,
great
if,
name.
if I have to come up with a name for something, I will come up with the name Geraldo for.
Happy
it's a
Hispanic
great,
Heritage Month.
Happy Hispanic. 'Tis the season. Yeah. No, wait. Let's talk about other stuff that we experienced at the Fringe.
Yes. Just to wrap up Turf, I felt it was like. It was a good effort towards something, but something that was interesting about it was that like Turf was a play where like the staff of it received like death threats, right? And that was all before it aired. But then when the play actually was live, there were no more death threats, and I think that's because
Do you think it lost something?
I think the play kind of failed because like it didn't necessarily say anything that controversial. Well, I don't know if that means it failed. I think it was saying maybe something more interesting than a political talking point, but it didn't quite convey it strongly enough, I thought.
Interesting. Yeah. I thought you meant in the same way of like, oh yeah, Drag Race hasn't been the same since they stopped eliminations.
Oh, I forgot they stopped eliminations. I haven't watched the new ones, but yeah,
I haven't seen it in ages,
it hasn't been the same.
but I heard that, and I was actually listening to a podcast where they were like, it's kind of missing something.
Yeah, they
I was
need
like,
to
yeah.
start eliminating their queens for real.
Yeah.
Murdering them.
Murder.
Murder. Murder.
So you want to murder drag queens? Talk so much more
Yes.
about that.
So other art we saw.
Okay, no, but we saw Swamplesque.
Swamplesque. Shrek
Best.
Burlesque.
That was probably, I would say, arguably the best time I had seeing something.
It was so it was some of the most fun I had at a show. It was really just fun, silly, goofy Shrek Burlesque, and like it reminded me that Shrek is such a good movie.
So good.
Yeah.
Such a good story. Such juicy stuff to bounce off of and create
Yeah.
parodies and stuff.
Everyone in the
So
cast was
fun.
just having so much fun.
Yeah.
Everyone was incredibly talented. At one point, the mirror like roller skates
That
around.
was my favorite. I was like, God damn, that was a creative way to do a character.
Yeah, that was pretty
so
spectacular.
creative.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So Swamplesque,
Swamplesque is
amazing.
great. I also, so I'm a big Shakespeare head. I dragged Lucas and Catherine to see
Oh,
my
Drunk
roommate
Shakespeare.
To see
Shit-Face Shakespeare.
Shit-Face Shakespeare, which is where one member of the cast of Much Ado About Nothing is
Gets
drunk.
obliterated.
Yeah, gets like obliterated on stage, and is sort of allowed to go off script, but the rest of the cast has to stay as close to script as possible, and it was such a riot.
It's so good.
Yeah.
And it was a character, I forget, what was it? Much Ado-
Hero?
Hero, yeah, who doesn't have that many lines, but that didn't stop her.
Well, she was going on stage and saying things like, "I famously have no lines in this scene." Because it's misogynistic script. It was really, really
It was
fun.
great.
And
That-
you don't know who's drunk at first, but it becomes
Oh, you'll find out.
pretty apparent in the middle
You'll
of it.
find out.
Yeah. And then what else did you like?
What else did I like? Sorry, motorcycle. Let me see. What else did I love?
Is that yours?
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw Ricky Lindholm's show.
Oh, I didn't get to see it.
It's really good. I made like one good joke about it, I feel,
Okay.
which was that both Catherine and I were describing it to you, and Catherine said that it's her show about her 8-year-long fertility journey where she isn't able to have a baby. She tries to conceive a child for like 8 years, and then you're like, oh my god, and I was like, yeah, 8 years. You could have a baby in that time.
That's pretty good. I remember that. People said it was one of the best shows at the Fringe.
It was so good.
Yeah.
It was great. We saw Britannic. That was
Yeah,
amazing.
They were fantastic.
They really are just perfect sketch comedy. They are perfect at it.
It's really we saw clowning is back.
Clowning is so in.
When hot girls are taking clown classes, that's how you know it's back. Shelby Latterman, who was on the pod,
She's in a clown class?
is in a clown class. Yeah, shout out to Shelby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And you guys should read her Substack about it because she wrote, and this I think is an iconic line, "No one wants to admit this, but clown class is a lot like Soul Cycle."
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
So clowning is like super in right now.
Is it because it's exerting, but it's also kind of a cult?
Yeah, I think that is what she said. I'd have to reread it. But I
Okay.
think clowning, like, for a while, like the movies, like It and Pennywise, all those people,
Well, yeah, but they're not clowns in the same way.
You don't know that. Don't
Yeah, I
insult.
do.
Don't insult her.
Yes, I do.
You don't think Pennywise ever tried to make it at UCB and was ostracized?
That's a great image.
Wait, that is so. Wait, okay, can we film that sketch? Pennywise enrolls
Doing
at
a
UCB.
Herald. Pennywise.
Hey, I'd like to sign. Is that Pennywise?
Can I have a
voice?
suggestion of anything?
I've been wanting to do sketch and improv comedy for a while, and
No, this is it. Hey, Georgie. That's the Pennywise.
Hey, I think I have the right look for it, but no one seems to want to let me enroll. It always feels like the class lottery fills up so fast.
Do you think that Hitler was to art class was Pennywise was to improv class? You think that a murderous clown really tried to just make it in the conventional comedy scene?
If they had just let Pennywise on a house team, none of this would have
None of
happened.
this would have happened.
Yeah.
This is why you need to let everyone into any kind of art class.
This is what I've always said. Why are we making any attempt to keep abusers, murderers, addicts out of clown class? I've been saying I've been the champion of this cause for many years, actually, since I was 2.
Yeah.
It's my first words
You've been
were
let criminals take art.
I do think it would help. Just saying.
Probably would.
It probably would. I forgot how we got on this. Oh, because clowning is back.
Clowning is back.
Yeah, there was a lot of clowning. And there
Yeah,
was a lot
let's-
of burlesque.
A lot of burlesque. We saw many a genital.
We did. We saw Stamptown.
We saw
We
Stamptown.
saw a guy light his dick on fire.
We did. I've been telling everyone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I didn't believe the dick was real for
Oh
a
no,
while.
it was 100% real.
But now I think it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
He used a cock ring, I think.
He used a cock ring apparently to make it like more bulgy. Are you okay? You okay? You okay, doll?
I just It's so beautiful the way the human body works.
Yeah, isn't it?
Yeah.
He enjoyed it.
I'm sure he did.
Yeah, he was rock solid when he lit his dick on fire.
What a crazy line of work.
I know. How do you get into? Also, the first time you try lighting your dick on fire.
Have you done it? You said the first time. That's
Yeah,
what you
but
s-
like, imagine what it must be like the first time you try that. That's terrifying.
I think you don't have to imagine, Lucas. It sounds like you've done it.
All right.
Okay.
All right, I can talk
okay,
about it.
Okay, crazy guy.
Yeah, I was trying to think of like, is that a metaphor for getting like the gonorrhea or something like
Ooh, the gonorrhea.
the gonorrhea?
That's the French version. Emily in Paris has
La
gonorrhea.
gonorrhea. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's feminine.
Yeah.
No, yeah, but we saw him. He lit his dick on fire. We saw a woman who was had her hair wrapped around an iron circlet, and then she was pulled up into the ceiling by the circlet, a
Yeah.
hook on it, and then she was basically just held by her hair and did a bunch of acrobatics. She did a bunch of splits and shit. Insane.
Should we talk about some of the magic shows we saw?
Oh yeah. I don't know. Do we mention him by name?
We could no. We
No,
don't
we
have to
shouldn't.
mention him by name.
But there was a magician we saw who brought up a volunteer from the audience. And he said, "What's your name?" And she said, "Svetlana." And he said, "And where are you from, Svetlana?" And she said, "Ukraine." And he was like, "Oh, Ukraine, lovely place. Anyway, take a card."
Yep.
He said the one wrong thing you can say about Ukraine.
He didn't have the best bedside manner for a magician, I'd say.
He called his tech Helen Keller.
Oh yeah, his tech missed a cue, and he said, "Oh yeah, Helen Keller over here can't get the cue right." It was a huge theater, and there were not many people.
Huge
in the
space, like
crowd.
over 100 at least.
He did a joke where like someone says their name in the crowd.
And he'd be like, "Oh, that was my name when I was a little girl."
He also, I should say what he, a grown man, white,
Yeah.
lots of plastic surgery on
Tons.
the face, tons. Outfits that were glamorous, certainly, but also a little racially
Very.
evocative.
That's the nicest way you could have described
Yeah.
what was clearly like a horribly offensive like Chinese emperor outfit.
Yeah, it was awesome.
It
loved
it was insane, and he would do entire costume changes for nothing, for no reason.
My favorite part was when he did his last big trick. Everyone applauded. Then he did a costume change after the big trick.
And then
And then
plugged his
ended the
dates.
show.
And
Yep.
then plugged his dates
Yeah.
for like other past the fringe.
That was a crazy show. He also told us as an audience, and I feel like this is public information because he did say it on stage.
I don't know, but then we would be identifying him.
Okay, that's true.
No, but he did say
He told us the cost of the show, and it was way too high.
it was too high. We're in the 5 figures.
Yep. Yep.
UK sterling.
That was really something interesting is like anyone can put on a show. That's what I've always thought was really punk rock about the Fringe is that like you, if bless you,
Thank you.
if you cobble the funds together, if you like and unfortunately that's one of like the annoying things about it too is like there is a certain price threshold where it's like although you can do the free Fringe too.
Yeah.
But like if you can get a venue, you can put up a show. There is no barrier to entry. And I think that's kind of amazing because it allows people to, and I wrote this on Instagram, it allows people to play and allows people to fail.
Yeah.
Because like it doesn't have to be some like glossy finished product.
Yeah. But what's also kind of interesting is that it's so rare. Like a lot of like bigger shows and bigger people, they still lose money on their shows,
Yeah. Yeah.
which I found weirdly comforting.
I find it very comforting that we as performers are never going to make any money.
Yeah, we're never going to make it. It's never going to happen.
We will
But that's
make
all
it,
right.
but who says we'll make money? That's different
True.
than making it.
Yeah. Well, I think J.K. Rowling made it. I would say she made it.
Well, of course she made it. But
Yeah.
At what cost? Well, you know, she made it before all the transphobia. So it's not like she like sold her soul to, you know, It's not like she did that in order to make it. It was like after she made it.
Yeah.
I mean, before that, she was doing some crazy like retconning where like there was the Dumbledore's gay stuff first, and then there was like someone was like, was there a Jewish student at Hogwarts? And she was like, yeah, Anthony Goldstein. She was just being like, fuck you, basically. And then there was all of these offshoots of Harry Potter lore. Like, do you remember there was the Snape wives?
No.
The women who genuinely believed they were married to Snape?
No.
Look it up. It's real.
This is where I feel so male. Is that I never would have come across this. And I guarantee you most other men have never heard of Snape wives.
I don't know if it's male. I think it's the byproduct of like having an office job, because when you're in an office, your coworkers will show you the craziest shit. Because everyone's just bored. So like, I have seen so many videos I didn't feel like watching of like a dolphin attacking a human just because some executive is like, you've got to see this. You've got to see this. Oh my God, it's a dolphin raping a human. You're like, I am eating a sweet green salad and I want to kill myself.
You do get shown a lot by coworkers.
Working at
I've also been the coworker who would show you insane shit. That's the thing, is that I am that guy.
Yeah, you would be.
I'm 100% that guy. Like, most of what I see on Twitter is just like horrific food. Like someone like making like a Baja Blast mashed potatoes. I think is hilarious.
God. Like
someone using Kool-Aid to make like as the water substitute in some kind of something.
I see it.
I love that. Or like an Oreo with a shrimp in it.
That actually sounds kind of good, unfortunately, for me.
It's not good.
No, it sounds good.
I mean, it looks hilarious. That's what's important, is that
I
it
can
looks
see you
funny.
being the guy who shows someone like an egg that looks like Saddam's hiding spot and then being like, Lucas, it's 10 a.m. Please.
I 100% would do that.
You so
100%.
would. You'd be like,
That's so me.
You'd be the quirky guy in the office. When I worked an office job, and to be clear, I do want to go back to working an office job because I want to make money. So if you have one, hire me.
Yeah. Imagine if you got hired through this.
Let's manifest, hunties. You have no idea how crazy my coworkers thought I was. I feel like in comedy, I'm like normal.
Yeah.
But like in an office, I'm like insane. I would say something like, "Oh my God, can't wait to eat this donut," and people would be like, "Oh my God, she's gonna eat a donut." Oh my God.
What voice is that? That's Pennywise.
Sorry, I was possessed.
That's Pennywise right
Pennywise,
there.
Yep.
Yeah. So you just want to have a donut, and that makes you insane?
If you as a woman in certain circles express desire for like food, alcohol, or pleasure, like the women think you're insane for expressing it aloud. In certain spaces, yeah. And in offices, for sure, you're certainly not allowed to express any kind of pleasure in an office.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Damn.
Or if you do, it has to be muted. It has to be like, look at my socks. Oh my God, they're green. Oh my God, I have green
I've never
socks.
had an office job though.
I don't recommend it. It's not fun.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
I've worked retail a good few bits.
Yeah, I've worked retail. I've worked retail only once, and for like a blissfully short time, but during the holiday season.
Yeah.
And that was hell.
Oh yeah, holidays. That's tough. I'm sure I've told you, but like at college I worked retail.
Yeah.
And I worked at my university's like their apparel store. It was also like the bookstore they sold. Anyway, during like the first big football weekend, there were like multiple purchases I was ringing up of like over $1,000.
Wow.
It was insane. Like the families, they roll tide.
Yeah.
Yeah, they love. I don't even know what roll tide means.
What does roll tide mean? Write in the comments if you know
Yeah.
what roll tide means.
I love someone who's just like, Lucas, God damn it, that's not. It's not. But I was this woman was like getting a few mugs with our like branded and stuff, and I was trying to wrap them in like paper to shield them from the bag, and this mom could see that I was struggling. I was like 18, and she was like, "Sweetie, I got this," and I said, "Thank you."
That's really nice.
She was so sweet, but I hated that I was an employee and I couldn't be relied upon to do something, but I did need help in that moment.
I mean, as you know, I once had a job for one day where I was like screamed at for not being able to wrap the Israeli dessert halva correctly. Okay, halva is a
You've been an ally for too long. You've been an ally to the Palestinian
I love
people.
Israel. Do you love Israel? You've never seen that meme where like the Zionists are like, "You love Israel."
No.
It's so funny.
No.
Sorry.
I'm so separate from the community.
Sorry, Zionists. I'm not sorry.
No, that's your new ringtone. Sorry, Zionists. Yeah.
Lucas recently wrote a sketch where one of the last lines was, I say, like, I stand with the people of Israel. And I was like, Lucas, I'm not putting that somewhere.
And then I was like, oh, it doesn't have to be that, but it has to be something a little, a little Zion-y.
A little Zion-y.
Just
Yeah.
a little bit. Not that hardcore, but yeah.
I'll do it. I'll do anything for no money.
Oh, that's
So
such a good. That's so good.
So I was like working at this halva shop, and halva, if you don't know, it's sort of like a combination between like a fudge and it's almost like a really hard fudge. It's just
Yeah, it's like
yeah.
Is it made from sesame seeds?
Yes.
Yeah, it's like a sesame seed like kind of yeah.
It's like really hard tahini.
Yeah.
And it's impossible to cut because it crumbles.
Yeah.
So one woman came in and she ordered 5 pounds of various types of halva.
This is an unhealthy woman.
She was like getting them, I guess, for a party, but I was trying to wrap them.
Do you remember that sketch from Key and Peele? And it's just like, it's Jordan Peele, and he's wearing a fat suit, and he's pretending that he has friends over as he orders like 5 pizzas. And he's like, and what do you want? Yeah. Okay, yeah. Can we get one with pepper? And there's no one there.
I love that.
Sorry, go on. So, halva.
So I'm like trying to wrap the halva, and the woman notices that I'm doing a bad job, and she's like, wait a minute. It's like a nightmare scenario, the way she said it. She was like, this woman doesn't know what she's doing. And my manager was like very unsympathetic. Michaela, I remember you, stupid cunt. And she was like, yeah, like, you're really doing that wrong. And the woman like looks me in the eye, the customer, and goes, I'm ordering halva. I'm not a regular customer. I will never forget that she said that. And like, she chewed me out to the point where I like cried, threw down my apron, and like, no, I didn't throw my apron down actually, because I kept my apron.
Wow.
And I kept it at home, and I think at one point they were like, hey, like, bring the apron back in the store, and I like never did. I kept the apron at home. But I like frantically wrote an email to the owner of the store saying like, hey, I like can't work here anymore. She wrote back to me after hearing what happened and was like, Gabby, like, I'm so sorry that happened to you. That's like a pretty atypical experience, and it happened on like your first day. And she got stupid cunt Michaela to apologize to me via email and be like, come back to work here.
Wait, but was Michaela on your side?
No, but I think her boss was like reaming her out, being like, you can't be this rude to like a new worker on their first day. Yeah.
Wait, who was mean? I thought it was like the customer who was mean to you.
The customer was mean, but the manager just didn't back me up. The manager literally gave the customer like a friends and family discount and was like, yeah, you didn't wrap the halva right.
God damn.
Stupid bitch.
What a fucking asshole.
This is why I know I could never actually be a celebrity, because I would spend my whole interview being like, and then this girl was bad, and then this girl was mean to me, and then this girl was mean.
And now I want you to be the biggest fucking celebrity in the world just to do that.
Oh, I can't wait. I mean, that's what Renee Rapp does in a lot of her interviews.
Great.
Yeah, she did one where
There's a precedent. You
she's
can
like
do it.
she's talking about like a tour bus she took, and she calls out the driver. She goes, "Buddy from Express Vehicles" or something. That guy is a misogynist prick, and I hate him. It's awesome.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I love that. I love vengeance.
Lesbians are
love-
really something else.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
I mean, I think I'm pretty vengeful, and I'm not a lesbian. Say nothing. I hold a grudge.
that's very lesbian coded of you.
How dare you?
Yeah, you're a lesbian king.
I'm a lesbian king.
You're a lesbro, if you will. Speaking of lesbros, let's talk about Donald Trump.
Oh my God, he's expecting.
Yeah, he this is what we started with, was him and Laura Loomer. But I don't think she's pregnant.
No,
No.
I so want her to be,
I know.
and I want the child to go to NYU.
While Barron's still there. That man's never graduating.
Oh my God.
Barron Trump, come on the pod.
What if we ran into him? No, he's got like guards around him at all times. Not that. Wait, why would that be? Yeah, but it would be hard to get a word in.
Yeah, we could get Ella Emhoff on. I wonder what her deal is.
I think she's probably chill. I think she's probably a lot more normal than anyone would expect. I think she's literally she's just a gal. Her stepmom is Kamala. They get along. I think that's it.
She and I have a lot in common that way.
Yeah.
My
Your stepmom is Kamala Harris.
Yeah, yeah.
What's she like?
Really, really pretty. Don't know anything else about her. I thought she did good in the debate, though.
She did great. Oh my
Yeah.
God. I had an amazing time watching. I invited a bunch of people over to watch the debate, and I had an amazing time.
I thought it was crazy because it was so like, I mean, I don't agree with anything about her, but also like I want her to win, and like she did an amazing job.
Yeah.
And
She had some pops.
I think part of like she's a comic. Yeah, she had some big pops. Really good set overall.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
did.
do genuinely think that.
I think also like there's not a lot Trump can really ding her on because she's kind of really right wing, and that's what like allows her to probably
She loves
be like a
guns?
winning candidate. She loves guns. He was like, "You hate Israel." She was like, "I literally don't. Like, I love Israel."
Who do you think loves Israel more, Kamala or Trump?
Definitely Kamala. Trump doesn't give a shit about anything. What if Trump was secretly so pro-Palestine?
I think you could honestly, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I think that in the right situation, you could get more pro-Palestinian dialogue out of Trump than you could Kamala. I genuinely think that.
There is a clip that's like out of context of him saying like Israel does not have a right to exist, but it's because he's making fun of a congressperson who said
well,
that.
that just doesn't.
But
no.
it is funny to see it out of context. Like it's really jarring.
Yeah, but I really think you could talk with him in a way where you could get him to be like, or just like acknowledge like their humanity a little more than Kamala.
No, I don't think so.
No?
I think they're both really bad about it in different ways.
Okay.
I mean, Kamala's like an establishment Democrat, so she's never really going to acknowledge their she's going to acknowledge that she like quote thinks they should be safe, but like she doesn't believe it.
Yeah, but in a very sort of vague, empty way.
Yeah, and then for him it's more like it just doesn't get him any money or power to do so. Yeah. But I mean, he did wage war on the Swifties. Bless you. So maybe his decision making is impaired these days.
Do you think he was ever briefed about them, the Swifties?
No, probably on the Barbs.
It's like
That's why he hasn't touched Nicki Minaj. She's briefed on the Barbs.
Sir, we have a few different points we need to get through. Number 1, the Houthis. Number 2, the Swifties. And when they get together, the Houthi Swifties. Oh, it's bad news bears for you, Daddy Donnie. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I mean, those Swifties, like when Taylor Swift and Travis Kelce got together.
Can you imagine her in like a Gaddafi outfit?
I can't.
Leading the Swifties.
I can actually. I can imagine that. I love that for her.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think when Miss Swift and Mr. Kelsey got together, I'm talking about them like we're in the UN. I mean, they were like the Swifties like figured out football with no prior knowledge in like a day.
Wow, they're evolving.
They do evolve.
Wow.
And they were like writing to like give teams
It's like when a virus reaches chimps, they're like, oh my God, what's going to happen next?
The Swifties were like, the running game on this team needs to improve. It's like, they're geniuses.
Oh my God.
So what are they going to do now? They're going to like,
we should put them onto global warming.
Yeah, we should. Well, we should put Taylor onto, realistically, like, we should just like make whatever cause we need to somehow be about Taylor Swift.
Yeah. She can just create expertise. Mm-hmm. That's an incredible ability to do to a populace.
I mean, I think that's why she ultimately endorsed Kamala Harris, because she like knows that she has to because of the influence that she has. Like,
and I'm glad
she did it. I mean, it was probably a little late, like considering Chapel Roan like almost went to the White House to like read Palestinian poetry. But then again, that's why Taylor Swift is so influential, because she is so calculated about what she does. That's why she's like one of the most influential people in the world.
Yeah, well, she is she the biggest musical act on the planet? She has to be.
I think so. Yeah. It's between her and Beyonce, and I think right now it's her.
For the longest time, Garth Brooks was bigger than Beyonce.
Really?
Oh yeah, huge.
Wow.
Country audiences are they are an untapped mountain of people.
It always blows my mind.
Or like an uncounted, like one you don't think about.
I mean, I think about him.
Yeah.
It always blows my mind that like the top 10 in America is like a bunch of songs I've never heard, because I'm just not in the market that country music is being. And for the record, I don't really hate country music. I think a lot of people do, but like at least in our circles. But
yeah,
I think it's really fun. What is
country music can be like, there are a few artists like Tyler Childers. He's awesome.
Yeah.
Coulter Wall, outstanding singer.
Really? I know.
Oh my God, they are both so good. I could play you a song after this that will make you tear up. You'd be like, I want this man to cradle me. He's just he makes you feel so safe.
Oh, I don't need the song for that.
Oh, you do.
Okay.
Because you're a straight woman.
I'm a heterosexual.
Yeah, you
it's
are.
my bi funeral because I'm going full straight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Woo! We won, boys.
Now you all have access to me.
Yeah. Oh wait. Okay, no, but speaking a little bit more about Fringe, what was your favorite part about Edinburgh?
I liked the way they were all faking those stupid accents.
Yeah, who dropped it around? You'd be like, yeah, you're cool. I'll be real.
A couple of people were like, they slipped up by accident, and they said like "cowabunga, dude," and I was like, I know you're American, because like no one could actually sound like that.
Yeah, haggis doesn't exist. It's all vegetables.
Haggis is upsetting.
Haggis is exactly what you need, but only at a very specific time of the day.
I think adding the oats to haggis is probably the thing that makes it bad. I don't mind that it's like a sheep's heart. Okay.
But that's why it gives you slow releasing energy. You don't like it when your meat does that?
I love when my meat does that. I love the idea of haggis as like a performance enhancing drug. Like before someone runs like a sprint, they're
We
like,
outlawed
"I've been eating
haggis
so
at the
much haggis."
Olympics.
Yeah.
Because it makes you too fast.
Usain Bolt actually tested positive for haggis. Oh,
Haggis is delicious, though. Scotland, you popped off with haggis.
I wish I liked it more. I really do. Because
What
I
are your
don't want to
favorites?
hate anyone's culture.
What did you like about the Scottish food? And you got to answer.
Honestly, I love meat pies and mashed
meat
potatoes.
pies are good.
I love that gravy was readily accessible at all times. as you saw, I multiple times would order just like fries smothered in gravy.
Yes.
And that was my go-to.
They do a lot of good stuff with their fries.
Yes.
Like we went to this stall a lot where they just had like, it was basically just like popcorn chicken essentially, but like
Yeah.
big nuggets, but covered with like chili peppers and
Yes.
sesame flakes and coriander and topped on fries. That was delicious.
Yeah. I was a big fan of the fry game there. I also love
Burgers and fried chicken is good there.
the burgers are good. The Indian food was really good.
Yeah.
And they also had really good sushi.
Good sushi.
Shockingly good
We had a
sushi.
lovely hot pot day.
Yeah. Oh,
Happy Hot Pot in Edinburgh.
Oh yeah. I also liked. I mean, it was pretty. Like, right? It was.
It's a gorgeous city.
And I didn't mind the weather because I run kind of warm. So it was like kind of nice to have
I love
cool,
it.
mild
I
weather all the
love
time.
a cooler August.
Yeah.
I loved it.
I liked Edinburgh, and I almost wish I want to go back during a time where it's not the Fringe because
Christmas is very pretty. That's what I've heard.
yeah,
That's what I've heard.
It also just seems like I know it's kind of a touristy city, but even during the Fringe, I guess there are no Fringe areas, but there were areas of it that were just like super chill and like no one
Yeah.
was really around, and I had a lot of
So
fun.
nice.
Yeah.
It's a great city to relax
Yeah.
on the grass. Great
Yes.
city to do that.
Nice
There's
to
also
like sit in a park, hang
such
out.
a dog friendly city as well. You could bring just dogs open on the bus, and I was like, great. I love this.
What is your thoughts on a lot of people say that like too many people are bringing their dogs too many places? What are your thoughts on that?
Well, what are the places that we're bringing dogs to?
There are
What are the extravagant places to bring a dog to?
there are times people don't like seeing like dogs at brunch. The way I said that, it sounds like I said kink at Pride. No dogs at brunch.
It feels like a slang way of saying, dogs at brunch. If
No
you know
one
what I
wants to
mean.
see dogs at brunch.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Not with how the
I
movement has
think dogs
progressed.
at brunch is great. Brunch is a perfect time to have a dog next to you.
I don't hate it either. I
Dog in a theater, I would say no.
Yeah, I think people are a little too bold with things like dog in a museum. Like, you just can't be bringing dogs
I don't know if I'd
to
want a dog in a museum.
too many indoor locations. But I think having your
I think a
dog outdoors at
museum, like
brunch is fine.
a good art museum, is a place I don't want a dog there. I
Yeah.
want to walk around and know I'm not going to bump into some hair.
That's real.
Yeah.
But there are people who I think have now gone the reverse way and are too mad at dogs for being in places because
What are the other places that we're talking about? What other spots are dogs being taken?
I mean, mainly I think people have issues with like dogs in restaurants, dogs in public places, dogs in parks, homes,
I don't think I
dogs in shelters. They shouldn't be allowed there.
dogs in me, two of them.
Yeah, I got that dog in me. I got that wolf.
There are two. No, sorry, I was thinking the two wolves. Yeah, two wolves in me.
There's inside you. There are two dogs.
I'm mixed up.
That's the common expression. Inside you, there are two dogs.
No, there's that dog in me, or there are two wolves in me. Okay, now I know.
Yeah.
But I probably wouldn't want dogs at every restaurant, but I wouldn't be mad with it being the norm at some more casual places. Like if Nando's said will you have dogs here, I'd be like awesome.
Yeah.
I would be so
What
fine
about
with
like a McDonald's? I think that's fine too.
so fine.
Yeah, maybe like fine dining, not so much.
Yeah, I don't know if I would want it at Wagamama. I think Wagamama has too much going on to have dogs there as well.
Yeah, but what about the wagging tails?
See, that's a good bit of branding.
You're not gonna like hearing this, but I sometimes
Bush didn't do 9/11?
you're gonna hate hearing that when I tell you. But sometimes I'd walk by Wagamama and in my head a song would pop in about Wagamama. But it wasn't a very sophisticated song.
What was
I've
it?
actually never really talked about it. So I would walk by Wagamama and I'd go, little Wagamama with a little Wagamama, little Wagamama with a little Wagamama, little Wagamama, little Wagamama, little Wagamama with a little Wagamama. And that's it.
That's
That's
cute.
the whole song.
That's okay.
You
Why would
didn't
that
hate it?
bother me?
Okay, now that I said that, Bush didn't do 9/11.
Damn it.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
I think you once said,
Mm.
our great friend Tina Seaven said this, that you once said that you don't really think in words sometimes.
Yeah, I think much more in pictures, I think. Yeah.
I think sometimes I think in dumb little songs.
That's so real.
Yeah.
I do respect that. I think I think thinking of life through music is a genuine way to look at the world.
Yeah.
I think that more people would identify with that if they had the words as you just gave.
I think I'm a prodigy. I meant to say
Okay,
I meant to say Beethoven, but I was gonna say Bin Laden.
Did you say Beethoven?
Fuck. Beethoven?
Yeah.
Okay, I didn't want to say Beethoven because I was like, that's the dog. Yeah, I'm doing well, guys. I'm doing really good. This is a good time. Right?
Yeah, but they didn't create a whole pronunciation for the dog.
Well, they should.
They're like, yeah, same spelling, but don't worry. We'll add a diphthong.
Well, also sometimes people would tell us like J.K. Rowling, it's actually pronounced Rowling. Or
No,
the
it's
opposite.
Rowling.
Oh, it's the opposite.
It's just Americans for some reason had the idea of Rowling, and then that spread.
Well, I just don't give a fuck how she pronounces her name.
Well, now I
You
don't.
can correctly yeah.
Yeah.
I just don't give a fuck. Same with Beethoven. Beethoven is notoriously biphobic.
Wait, you know what would be funny?
What?
So if you remember, last year we had Sonny LaPrade on who said, "Oh yeah, Lucas, I think you're a trans woman," and apparently a lot of people thought, "What if I'm the one person that J.K. Rowling was like, oh no, you are." No, you got it. Everyone else, no, but you, yeah.
JK just she/hers you. Like
That would legit be a little devastating.
So you're a pick-me trans woman. You want to be the only trans woman who's affirmed by J.K. Rowling. Got it. Lucas, let's talk about Selling Sunset.
Let's talk about Selling Sunset.
It's back. I'm
it's
so happy
good.
it's back.
Oh, it's so good. The houses are great. The ladies are better.
The houses are fantastic this season.
Great houses.
There's been some enormous closets.
It's the gayest thing you've ever said.
I'm so like, listen, it's not like I need it, but one day I will marry a bad bitch who needs a closet that big.
Yeah. Oh, I thought you meant like coming out of the. That's what I was trying to get at.
Well, there's elements of that because Chrishell is like out and proud with G.
Very true. Wait, who is like her foe? Is that Nicole? She's blonde and
Yeah.
I'm liking her more and more. She's fun.
Well,
She's
she
funny.
apologized. She like did a really good apology to Chrishell, so I like her too.
Yeah.
She's great. Yeah.
She's fun.
I did like when Chrishell last season said she was cracked out and said she rearranged her face to get on the show. That was good, solid reality TV.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
It's nice to see someone do the art form well.
I love vintage women hating on women. It's
Yeah.
Too much support nowadays. What for?
I think that there should be like a Meisner technique, but like that version for reality TV. You know, we're like, and now we're gonna get to our favorite segment, women. This is how to find your inner woman hater. This is how we build that self. You
Yeah.
know, they start doing viewpoints.
Go on.
Yeah. You beat up your face. Like,
You are on crack.
yes.
Or they do the Meisner like, you're on crack. You're on crack. You're on
They
crack.
start doing like a physical like bitch, 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 bitch.
Husband is cheating on you. Your husband is cheating on you. Your husband is cheating on you.
Yeah.
There's been some husband cheating on this
Yeah.
on this season.
And now we're gonna review the text Vanderpump.
yes, the crucial Vanderpump Rules.
Yeah. There are like black and white photos, even though it's completely in the era of color television.
I would love someone to write like a full history of reality TV from start to finish.
Genuinely, yes. The development of it,
Yeah.
other countries, what does well elsewhere. Also, how it like. I think this is actually a really fascinating topic, the way it like maybe bleeds into actually scripted TV, because you know, like telenovelas are like they're not reality TV, but the emotions that they conjure, I think they hit the same itch as reality TV does for us, maybe in America. What do you think of that?
Yeah, there's a lot of
Well, I also just may not know about reality TV in Latin American countries.
yeah, that's kind of a blind spot.
Honestly,
for
a
you.
little bit of racism.
Famously,
I was actually just kind of racist right there.
That was awesome.
Thank you.
And I've been waiting for that for a long time. I think reality TV writers are like starting to want credit on shows.
Ooh.
Because like while reality TV isn't necessarily scripted,
Yeah.
people do create scenarios where they like amp up they basically write out a ton of possible storylines based on like how each person will react to a situation. So like what they're trying to do is like
They do a choose your own adventure, basically.
yes,
They basically write choose your own
they literally
adventures.
do.
That's incredible.
I think reality TV is really fascinating because in a way it's unethical inherently.
Yes.
And
Absolutely.
I do struggle with that sometimes when I watch it, being like, why am I enjoying this so much when I'm watching people like...
I was watching Love is Blind UK, and I was like, it is unethical to have British people on camera.
Well, that's true. Yeah. What is Love is Blind UK like versus the US? Are they like...
It's exactly the same as in America, but they wipe their eyes with treasures of India.
Good.
Yeah. So, yeah, I'm not really feeling you. Oh my God, it's like... it's the Kohinoor. Like,
Well, guess I have to give you back this statue of the Sultan from
Yeah.
1660.
yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
Great poll.
It's the only one I know. The statue of the famous statue of the Sultan.
What's his name?
Love is Sultan John the Third.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
my favorite.
That was my guy right there.
Only one to have eczema.
Do you feel seen? do you feel seen by
I
it?
love that guy.
Good.
No, but yeah, reality TV, it is horrible.
They're literally like. Have
But
you
it's
ever
horrible.
seen the show Unreal, the scripted show?
No, I do not know what this is.
Fantastic. It's a show by an ex-Bachelor producer about how they make the show. And a lot of the contestants have come out and been like, it's really accurate. It's basically about how these producers will like push people to their limit. They'll like go up to a girl off camera and be like, that girl you think is your friend, she told me that she hates you. And like we'll just like lie to them.
I would
create-
unravel.
Yeah, you would.
I
Anyone
would unravel. I would absolutely. I already take things very much to heart.
Yeah.
And that, I think, would have a devastating effect on me.
I've thought about going on reality TV, but I'm too nervous about. And there's a lot of.
I think you'd be good.
I think I would be good too.
I think you'd be fun on The Circle.
I've thought about applying to The Circle actually, and maybe
You,
I
oh,
will.
I can give you context.
Wait, really?
I know a guy who, no, yeah, I made friends recently with a very nice dude. His name is John Franklin, good comedian, and we've talked about like collaborating on stuff. He's a very chill guy, and he was on season 4 of The Circle.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? The Circle to me has always seemed like the one that is like the least psychologically torturous.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, the funny thing about it is I know it's inevitable at some point in my life I'll like receive some kind of like 15 minutes or whatever and it'll fade away and then someone will find like just a horrible thing I've said in a roast and like be like, Gabby is a bitch, and like I'll be sad, you know, cuz I'll have to own it. I can't be like, I didn't say that because I did. You
Yeah.
know? But also, like, I don't know. It would make me bummed out for people to be like misinterpreting my actions, you know. But on The Circle, it feels different because I do feel like on The Circle, like, I don't know, you're just kind of talking to people and
Yeah.
you're living by yourself, and it feels like they give you like nice things.
Yeah, it looks like they give you nice. It's really one of the only reality shows where you get to have your own room.
I know. Yeah.
Can we talk about how insane that is on like
I would explode.
shit
Yeah.
like Love Island, Too Hot to Handle, all these ones where like you go off to an island and you're always in bikinis and shorts. They all sleep, they all pair up in beds. And I think that's weird.
It
I
is
think that's
weird.
weird to introduce you to someone and be like, all right, go sleep together. Just
Yeah.
actually sleep next to a complete stranger.
That's why I've always thought also, on that same note, the idea of something like Selling Sunset is weird inherently because before these people all met, they were coworkers for many years. And I think that's why Selling Sunset is a better show than something like Selling the OC. Or even I haven't seen Selling Atlanta, but I know
I haven't seen it. Oh, I think I started watching one episode, but the thing is they actually had good plot points and actually really just accomplished people. Not that they aren't accomplished on Selling Sunset and Selling the OC, but I remember the drama was real in a different way where I was like, oh, this isn't reality TV. This is actually like a real drama now.
Yeah, this is a drama about real estate.
Yeah.
It needs to be a drama, but in the specter
But
of real
so
estate.
shallow.
Yeah.
It wasn't shallow in
Yeah.
how the issues arise. Also, I realized how much of Selling Sunset is just them not knowing the right word or expression. They're like, oh my God, it's not that. Like,
yeah.
it's so much of them just be like, what is that word? They have no memory or how to similes. They have no euphemisms. They got nothing.
They only know escrow.
Yeah, they only know escrow.
Women only know hot chip, escrow, and lie.
Yeah, and
Women be knowing about
Yeah.
whether it can be 4.3 or 4.1 before you ring that bell. That's what women be knowing. It's true.
Do you know what also women be knowing?
Do they be knowing about listener submissions?
Ooh.
Welcome back, everyone. We have one listener submission from the forum, and then a couple people wrote into the Meerkats.
Ooh, very exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
I got to load it up. Okay. Hi, Meerkats. I was wondering if you could help me with some suggestions for what I should do for my 18th birthday. First off, congrats to you. I'll be 18 in November, but usually I've planned my birthday by now. I'm autistic, and I've been experiencing a lot of anxiety lately about my A levels. It's kind of hard to think about my birthday amongst everything else, but I really want to do something special. I like books, cats, nature, puzzles, music, and musicals, if that gives you anything to go on. P.S. My boyfriend and I are still together. It's been just over a year. Wow, that's awesome. And I asked him out partly because of the pod, so thank you.
Wow. Wait, I love that.
That makes me so happy.
So this person has like sort of like sensory concerns, but they want
Sure.
to plan like a fun birthday thing.
Okay.
Yes?
Yes. Okay, but A level, so I'm guessing you're in the UK.
Yeah.
And
that's okay.
just,
Just keep it down.
just try not to in
Yeah.
the future. Try not to be from the UK. No, but okay, stuff to do in the UK. A good place to go to
Ooh,
for
go to Buckingham Palace. And sit
Buckingham
outside.
Palace. Just do a sit-in. Wait, I have an idea. I don't know if this is for you, but go zorbing.
What's that?
Zorbing is where you get put in a giant plastic ball and then you get rolled down a hill.
Oh, that sounds dangerous.
Oh no, it's great. Either they put a little bit of water on the interior, so it becomes like a water slide that you're inside the ball as you're like sliding down.
Oh, that
the hill.
sounds like fun.
Or you get it strapped into a harness and then you go woo 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 woo.
But
It's
that-
so good.
Wouldn't that make you dizzy?
Yeah, if you're a bitch.
I'm a bitch.
Yeah.
I would say, there's 18 is a big year, but also I would say there's no pressure. Like,
Yeah.
you could keep it small, intimate. You could just have a bunch of your close friends take you out to dinner. I find that that's
Yep.
always fun.
This is the ball I was putting in and went down on a hill.
So you did this. You were
Yes,
putting the
I
ball-
did this when I was like 12 or so.
Oh my god.
It's so fun.
okay.
it's so
that does
fun.
actually look pretty fun. Okay, or go zorbing.
Zorbing is
Go
great.
zorbing with 10
And
of
you
your
can do it in the
closest friends.
UK. You can do it in the UK.
Where can't you do it?
Zorbland.
Zorbing.
I don't remember.
They took all the balls.
Yeah.
They put them in the UK.
No, but it's like if you like Google Zorbing UK, you'll be able to find it.
Okay.
I'm trying to think like what else would be a good place to go to. When I was in high school, instead of going to my after prom, a lot of like really cool people that I really loved in high school, they just went to a comedy club and like got pizza and just hung around the city.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's a beautiful night.
Yeah,
It was just
amazing.
so like just make sure it's not about what you do, it's who you're with. Bring your boyfriend, bring your closest friends, and just like have them celebrate you. Where it doesn't really matter where you are, just be with the people you love.
I love that. Yeah, definitely do that, and also remember, 18 is the biggest year of your life.
Yeah, and it's
it will
downhill
never
from here.
get better.
Yes.
Yeah.
Look at us. We were 18 a minute ago. Look at us now.
we were both 18 combined.
Yes.
Yeah.
Indeed. All right, wait, who else? Wait, I can even go into the Meerkats.
We got the Meerkats IG. Here, I can also grab my phone.
Hold on, I got it loaded up. Okay. Okay, bring back coaster fucker discourse.
Is that from Max?
Yeah.
Oh, Max Gross. Shout out. Okay, I almost said, do you guys remember the coaster fucker? Like we're all talking. That is how it feels sometimes. But the coaster fucker was she, her pronouns was this person.
Thank
who-
you for specifying.
It's very important.
Thank you.
Had a sexual attraction to roller coasters and would claim, well, she would like go to amusement parks and like try and ride these roller coasters over and over again so that she could like have intimate sexual relations with them. But
Good.
there were only a couple of the roller coasters that it seemed she had like an
How many
emotional
times do you have to ride it
connection
before you finish?
That's up to her. That's between her and God. I don't know. But I mean, so like a couple of other people, the discourse around it was obviously at that point you're just masturbating on a roller coaster in front of kids, right? But that wasn't the discourse around it. The discourse from other people online was that the coasters can't consent. So what she's doing is wrong. And also people were repulsed because one of the coasters that she fell in love with was based off of a fictional character who people liked.
Gabby, the sea levels are rising.
And sure. And the B levels are rising too. And the A levels are difficult. And
Wrap,
yeah. Well, what do you think, Lucas?
Oh my God.
If
Well,
you're going to make the conversation about something else,
yeah,
then
no.
maybe you should have an opinion.
Okay, but like, I think it's fine to have a sexual attraction to inanimate objects. Not everything
I'm
has to be
sure
a
you
person.
do.
Yeah. That's what I call women.
Boo. Boo.
And every other self-respecting man.
I am Lucas Arnold now.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm going to single white female you. Sorry, single 1/4 black male trans woman you. That's what I'm going to do. Anyway, go on. Your opinion. Go on. Please. Por favor.
I got nothing else. Oh, wait. We got to talk about Dave Grohl cheating on his wife and having a child. Oh, this is great news.
What an amazing way to hear about Dave Grohl again. I hadn't heard about him in so long.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy, where has he been? I guess cheating.
In women.
Yeah. Well, only one, it seems.
Well, I think it's not his wife.
And it's not his wife. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Hence a child. That's what happens when you leave it in there for too long.
that can happen. I think
Imagine just being a new parent in like your late 50s, early 60s is what I'm guessing he is.
Yeah, I think the funniest thing about it
How
was the
old is
way it
Dave
was
Grohl?
announced. It was the font, like, maybe you don't know about this because you're not a sports fan, but whenever they like fire a new coach for a football team, the team will release a statement like in that font and in text format. And that was like the same way.
Wait.
Are you looking at it now?
Dave Grohl reportedly accused his wife of flirting with her tennis coach while hiding his own affair.
Okay.
Thank
see
you.
Challengers one time.
Thank you, Yahoo Entertainment.
Yahoo Entertainment is on it. They know everything.
Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. Yeah. Also, who wouldn't flirt with a tennis coach?
That's what they're there for.
That's what are they gonna do? Play tennis? I don't.
How
think
many
so.
times do you think Jake Letizia has been flirted with?
Is he a tennis instructor?
Yeah, he's no. Oh wait, I just remembered. I think it's for kids.
Oh.
He like teaches. Okay, Nick, Ixnay.
Record scratch,
Yeah.
freeze frame.
It would be kind of cute if someone was like really nervous, like and gives him a flower because she really likes him. That could be very cute.
That could be very cute and wholesome and
Yeah.
not predatory.
No.
Yeah.
I love the idea of a child being predatory to an adult.
There's a power dynamic. It's a famous child.
I'm not proud of this.
It's
but
Shirley Temple.
that is, you know what? That is actually a Louis joke.
Wait, really?
He was like, it was a bit where he was like, yeah, I used to be predatory, but to slightly older kids. He was like, I'd be like, hey, you want to come around? And they'd be like, oh, what are you?
Is that a new Louis joke? Oh man. I gotta watch the new Louis.
I saw it on my social.
Right?
I saw it on social media. I was like, God damn it, that's hilarious.
The guy's still good. Listen, I don't like what he did.
Yeah.
He was one of he kind of was what got me into stand-up comedy.
Oh yeah, me too. Absolutely.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Anyway, like what else? Hold on. Dave Grohl.
Dave Grohl. Someone wrote in Knives.
Oh yeah.
Let's talk about
Cutco.
Knives. Cutco. That's it. Oh, craziest stuff we've seen on public transport. Someone wrote in.
Oh yeah,
That was
Ogie did.
Ogie. Shout out to Ogie.
Yes, shout out to Ogie. Okay, craziest shit we've ever seen on public transport.
I feel like it all blends together.
Oh, I once took an edible on a train, and there was a woman who was fumbling an empty soda can just kept trying to throw it away, but then kept dropping it. And I was like, this is the best ASMR.
Ooh, yeah, that's kind of nice.
Just like kept happening in the seat behind me. I was like, this is nice.
I've seen like, okay, one time I was on a train and I saw a guy like fumbling with a bunch of stuff in shopping bags, and I thought nothing of it, but it turned out he was like putting on gloves, and he got out of the train and he went to the next train car, and I hear like a scream, and it turned out he had like stabbed someone on the train car, but she lived. Oh my God, this isn't funny, but it did kind of make me laugh because the cops came over to her and went, "Are you okay?" And she said, she like pointed to where she'd been stabbed, which was somewhere, I guess, like not super life threatening, but obviously kind of scary.
In the eye.
Yeah, she was like in the, it was, I don't know, I didn't see it, but my friend, I was on the train with my friend, and he like peeked into the other train car to see it, and he
Okay.
told me, she was like, no. Like the cop was like, "Are you okay?" She pointed to her stab wound and went, "No."
That's good.
And everyone had to evacuate the train, and in order to do that, we had to like walk through the various train cars, and we saw like some blood, and my friend was like, "Oh my God, is that from the stabbing?" But it was
And
pretty
she was like, yeah.
well, it was pretty far away from where the stabbing happened. So I just had to explain to this poor sweet guy from the Midwest, like, no, that's actually blood from probably a different
Oh, wow.
stabbing. Yeah.
No, that one's old. You can tell.
No, that one, yeah, you can tell it's encrusted.
Oh my God.
I
That's
think I see a fair amount of, I just like crazy,
you block it out after a while.
crazy stuff on the I mean, I think,
Oh, I have an answer actually. The craziest thing I ever saw on a train. It was when I was on a field trip. I was like maybe 9 or 10. There was a guy sitting like at the corner of a train car, pants around his ankles, just a pool of shit around him. He was just shitting as if the bench was a toilet, just onto the seat.
that's nice.
It was lovely.
I'm glad
Yeah.
his bathroom was anywhere he wanted it to be. I mean, you meet really like nice people on public transit sometimes. Like at one point I was on a train, some guy was yelling, and then this other dude just looks at him and goes, "Yo, everybody here just wants to go home. Can you shut the fuck up about Jesus for 1 second?" And the guy actually did. He shut the fuck up and he sat down.
Wow. That's awesome.
I love New York, baby.
Why don't okay, that guy should get like $300.
More than that. I love our broke asses. We're like, that's a lot of money. $300. That guy should get $300.
How much do you think the city should give him?
2 gentle forehead kisses. That's the equivalent. You can't put a price on that.
Yeah, you can.
It's $300.
I want $300.
It's $300 exactly. We got any final write-ins?
Yeah, hold on. Let me okay, final write-ins. Knives. Oh, we got this submission. Was babysitting Friday and the girl said her first word, then her second word.
What were they?
I don't know.
Really left us on a cliffhanger.
Yeah, what the fuck, Joe?
Gay rights. Wow. Good for her.
Yeah.
Wait, actually that is kind of fucked up though for the mom, because the mom comes home and,
Could be 2 dads.
well, that would be even more fucked up if the mom came home. If the mom came home in a 2-dad household, yeah, that'd be fucked up.
That would be I had a horrible day. My mom came home, but I have 2 dads. Awkward.
Awkward turtle. Those were her first words. The little girl, awkward
turtle.
awkward turtle. And then she did the gesture, and then she said, "Roar, LOL, XD, Smexy." Remember the Smexy era?
I'm still in it.
Oh, grow up. Maybe you were in a Doctor Who head.
I was not a Doctor Who head.
Doctor Who was. I feel like that was the era. People would be like, David Tennant is Smexy.
I was actually talking about this recently. I don't know. No, it's actually on the last episode
Yeah.
where my parents hated David Tennant because he has such a small mouth.
He has
And
thin lips. Yep.
He has not just thin lips, but a small mouth.
It is small. I've been thinking
Yeah.
a lot about that.
And
yeah.
once you see it, you can't unsee it.
Yeah.
My parents always pointed that out with like celebrities.
Ever since it was pointed out online that Glenn Powell looks like a capybara, I can't unsee it. And I think neither.
He's a
can
very
you.
handsome capybara.
Yes, very much so. Yeah.
Very, yeah.
And I like a lot of capybaras.
What are the ones you don't
Sexually.
like?
What are the ones I don't like? I don't like I don't like capybaras who aren't right wing enough. Yeah.
I was afraid you'd give me some funny business.
Yeah, I'm being real, raw, and authentic. Just like this podcast.
Yeah.
This is where you get your deep, dark truths, baby. Alpha Brain. Sponsored by Lion's Mane. Sponsored by Alpha Brain. Sponsored by that little wagamama with a little wagamama.
Oh, wow. What a beautiful way to end.
What a way to end.
What a way to
Guys,
end.
we've been Two Nosy Meerkats.
We've been Two Nosy
Join us
Meerkats.
on Patreon.
Join us on Patreon. See you there.
See you there.